we may have to hire someone or groups for crying on behalf of us, even in a funeral of our family members. Would you like to live in such a society? Once more recall the example of the cohesive team of musicians, nursing staff of the hospital, and football players. Hope you have got the answer. If you become a slave of AI, you will even lose the capacity to ask a valid and relevant question even. And the surprising truth is, the more advanced AI becomes, the more important EI becomes. Artificial intelligence versus emotional intelligence. Dear listeners, today we stand at a fascinating point in history, a time where machines are getting smarter every day, and yet the real question is, are we getting wiser? Think about the situation like we reply faster but understand slower, we communicate more but connect less, we have information but no clarity, we have networks but not relationships. As technology becomes smarter, something unexpected is happening. People are becoming more overwhelmed, more stressed, more reactive, and less connected. Why? Because while AI is growing, our emotional intelligence is shrinking. Now, what is AI and what means EI or emotional intelligence? I mean artificial intelligence, is the ability of machines or computer to think, learn, and make decisions like humans. In short, artificial intelligence is equal to data plus algorithms plus learning plus decision making. Or even in shorter, we can say AI is equal to information plus logic plus experience. On the other hand, emotional intelligence means the ability to understand your own emotions, manage them wisely, and recognize and respect the emotions of others. So, emotional intelligence, we can say it is about self awareness, self control, empathy, healthy relationships. So, in a short term, we can say EI is equal to understanding emotions plus managing emotions plus connecting with others. In case of emotional intelligence, different concepts and models or frameworks are existing. Technology has made everything quick except emotional healing, and this is exactly why EI matters more than ever. AI can process data, but only human can process feelings. AI has become a part of our daily life, from recommending music to writing emails, from guiding us through maps to predicting our choices or weather. But in this race of developing machines, are we forgetting to develop deeper humans? AI is fast, efficient, tireless. But emotional intelligence, I mean EI, is something only we possess. It is the heart's ability to understand, connect, empathize, and respond with awareness. And today, we are going to explore why the balance between these two is becoming the biggest challenge of our generation. Let's start with simple example. AI can recognize your face, but EI can recognize your pain. AI can translate languages, but EI can translate silence. AI can answer questions, whereas EI can answer emotions. This difference is not small, it is life changing. In workplaces and even relationships, we often prioritize intelligence that can be measured: scores, speed, and accuracy. But the intelligence that actually decides the quality of our life is emotional, like how well we handle stress, how deeply we care, how we speak, listen, and treat others, how we respond under pressure, how we motivate ourselves. And no AI can do this for us. Yes, AI can support our growth, it can simplify tasks, reduce workload, and open new possibilities. But emotional intelligence is what helps us stay human in a world filled with machines. And the surprising truth is, the more advanced AI becomes, the more important EI becomes. Because in a future where machines can do almost everything, what will make you irreplaceable? Definitely not speed, not perfection, and not even information, but emotional maturity, empathy, kindness, resilience, communication, intuition, and the courage to understand yourself will distinctly promote your identity. We often fear that AI is taking our jobs, but the real danger is AI taking over spaces where humans should be emotionally present. For example, like a parent giving a mobile instead of attention to their kids, a manager relying on data instead of understanding people or staff, a friend reaching through messages instead of real feelings, and so on. This is where we lose our emotional muscle. So, today we shall try to know about learning to use AI as a tool while allowing emotional intelligence to guide our decisions, our relationships, and our humanity. Because at the end of the day, AI makes life easier and EI makes life meaningful. So, in a world full of algorithms, be someone who understands the emotions. EI helps us to manage stress in a fast world. Life today moves at lightning speed. Notifications, deadlines, messages, pressure, it never ends. In personal, official, and social life, AI can organize your schedule, but it cannot calm your mind. Whereas only EI can do it, like noticing what you feel, naming the emotion, and choosing to respond rather than react. This emotional awareness protects your peace in a world filled with noise. So, emotional intelligence makes relationships healthier, something artificial intelligence can never do. Technology connects you to object people, but EI connects you with living people. Understanding someone's tone, pain, silence, fears, patterns, only humans can do that. A high EI person doesn't just hear words, they hear intention. They don't just talk, they connect. They don't just react without any understanding. No machine can ever replace that depth. So, EI makes you stand out in workplace and life. Today, companies don't just want smart people, they want emotionally strong people who can work in teams, who can handle conflict, who lead with empathy, who stay calm under pressure, who communicate clearly, who listen deeply. AI can analyze data, but EI helps people work together. That's why leaders are valued not for their IQ only, but for their emotional maturity. So, company will continue to recruit team leaders based on EI index level. EI protects your mental health. When you understand your emotions, you don't fall into impulsive reactions, comparison culture, or social media pressure. Rather, you become grounded, you become balanced, you become aware of yourself, and that awareness is something no technology can give you. EI helps us remain as human in a robotic world. As AI grows stronger, the world needs people who are kind, self aware, thoughtful, patient, emotionally responsible. Because machines can replace skill, but they cannot replace presence of human emotions. Emotional intelligence is not just another skill, it is a survival tool in the modern world. It is what protects your heart, strengthens your responsibilities, relationships, and keeps you as a good human. We are connected everywhere, yet disconnected within. Here I want to mean it that technology is silently weakening our emotional intelligence. Let me explain. As AI becomes a bigger part of our everyday life, something subtle, almost invisible, is happening. We are losing touch with ourselves, even. Not because technology is bad, but because we are using it in ways that replace natural emotional skills. So, do you know how EI is slowly weakening without us even realizing it? Let us discuss some points about this. Number 1, we avoid emotions of others, even hide our own emotions by escaping into screens of our mobile phone. Hope you have noticed this, or even sometime you have done it. Whenever we feel overwhelmed, lonely, anxious, confused, what do? We open our phones, scroll, watch, distract, don't like to maintain eye contacts. Instead of facing the emotion, we run from it. Instead of understanding it, we mute it. Technology becomes a shield that protects us from discomfort, but also steals the scope to develop our emotional strength. Real EI grows when we sit and work with our feelings, not when we avoid them. Easy example may be a good playing football team with cohesiveness among all the members while giving a coordinated goal to opposite party. Or some example may be like a team of musicians producing a song or providing background music to film or nursing staff of a hospital. Number 2, we communicate through shortcuts nowadays, not through feelings. Typing OK, K, or sending emojis. It's quick, easy, convenient. But these shortcuts kill emotional depth. Many aged people of senior generation even find it difficult to understand some emoji signs and creates confusion sometimes. A real conversation teaches patience, tone of the voice teaches empathy, eye contact teaches honesty, whereas screens of mobile phone remove all of that. It created a new problem where we express more but we feel or understand less or may take more time to understand. I mean, through new technology, we talk more but we understand less. You may call it as generation gap, but it is happening. Number 3, instant gratification is destroying patience. In a world where everything is one click, patience become rare. Waiting feels uncomfortable. Working towards something feels exhausting. We expect quick answers, quick results, quick replies, quick emotions. But emotional maturity requires waiting, processing, sitting with discomfort, and growing slowly. Technology is helping in accelerating the speed of life, but emotions grow at a human speed, which is comparatively slow, deep, and meaningful. Number 4, comparing ourselves to filtered lives. Social media is full of edited faces, perfect bodies, idealized relationships, and glamorous lives. And without knowing, we try to absorb it all. We compare, we criticize ourselves, we question our worth. But remember, AI generated beauty is not reality. What you see is curated, filtered, and polished. It is not life. Also, if you are accessing social media of other country, then you are floating above another culture which is not your local real culture. So, these comparisons reduce self esteem and slowly emotional intelligence weakens because EI needs self acceptance to grow. Number 5, even we stop listening to ourselves. From Google's suggestion to AI recommendations, we are always guided. But EI grows when we reflect, decide, listen, and choose. We need to allow silence to guide us. Gradually, we have to trust our intuition. AI can provide a quick answer, whereas EI will enable you to ask the right questions. We are not losing EI intentionally, we are losing it unconsciously. Yet, we can build it back once we strongly focus on EI. Understanding its necessity will motivate us for EI. Otherwise, we may have to hire someone or groups for crying on behalf of us, even in a funeral of our family members. And such activity may be opened and recognized in our society as an alternate profession. Would you like to live in such a society? Now, the point to be remembered, emotional intelligence, also known as emotional quotient, is the ability to perceive, use, understand, manage, and handle emotions. High emotional intelligence includes emotional recognition of emotions of the self and others, using emotional information to guide thinking and behavior, labeling of different feelings, and adjusting emotions to adapt to environments. This includes emotional literacy. Dear listeners, now decide yourself to build up your family. What do you require? Just once more recall the example of the cohesive team of musicians, nursing staff of the hospital, and football players. Hope you have got the answer. If you become a slave of AI, you will even lose the capacity to ask a valid and relevant question even. So, dear listeners, you have to use AI as a tool only for supporting your growth. Let me repeat again. AI can simplify tasks, reduce workload, save time, and open new possibilities. But emotional intelligence is what helps us to remain as human being in the world filled with machines. And the surprising truth is, the more advanced AI becomes, the more important EI becomes. Thank you.